See all the good things on KGMB 9 tonight.
Judging Amy, tonight on CBS. It's all here.
Just when we thought married life had to get easier. Not that I'm complaining.
Well, I'm just glad that you're here with me.
Me too. Beats the hell out of a holding tank. Have I thanked you profusely enough for coming through for me?
If you had told me that Lucinda and Gabriel Frank were trying to blackmail you, we could have put an end to this much sooner. I can't believe what you've had to put up with. And Lucinda, what is going on with her? She's acting like she's completely paranoid.
No, I'm going to have to get some practice at this. I'm not used to having someone believe in me so completely.
Speaking of practice, isn't that what honeymoons are for?
So I'm told.
Why don't you order us up a little something, and I will freshen up.
Reginald, Craig Montgomery, can you send me up some caviar and champagne? You know, the usual. Thank you.
Darling, is this something else that Ruby Frank left in our bedroom to get you in trouble?
I can't be sure, but I think that's Carly's.
Hey, Billie Jean, bring me another pitcher, would you?
Hey! I am so glad you thought of bringing Parker here for dinner. He just loves Mabel's hot doggies. You're bombed. You are totally and completely bombed.
This is incorrect. I'm working on it.
Well, you could have saved us a trip, Hal. I can't trust you to get Parker home safely, not when you're in this condition.
Well, then we got a problem, because I fully intend to stay in this condition.
Okay, yes. All right, Commissioner. I will be right there. Thank you. Lucinda, what are you still doing here?
Maybe I should accompany you to the commissioner's office so that you can explain to me as well why the new chief of detectives hauled her brother's butt in here on serious charges and then let him off without even a rap on the knuckles.
You know what, Lucinda? I just don't have time for this, okay?
Margot.
What?
I'm sorry, clearly. Craig is implicated in the crimes that Ruby and her father committed.
Craig had absolutely no problem proving that he was being blackmailed by Gabriel Frank. Where is your proof that my brother was drugging you?
Gabriel Frank told you so himself.
Oh, Lucinda, that lowlife would turn in his own mother to get a plea bargain. Now, listen, Gabriel and Ruby Frank admitted that they drugged you. They're behind bars. Case is closed, so why don't you go home and have a nice glass of champagne and celebrate, all right?
Sounds great. However, what about my butler, who has gone missing, to get him out of the way so that I could be poisoned, even if it was Frank's own volition?
Perhaps your butler just simply left because he's as sick of you as I am.
That's quite possible, Margot. But Matthew, unlike some, is a professional, and he would never leave without giving notice.
Well, as a professional, if I see or hear anything about your butler, I'll give you a holler.
Hey, Margot, get these guys! Round him up and go down into Gabriel's cell and beat him. I mean, browbeat him, whatever, until he comes up with some real answers.
You know what? I'm beginning to think that Craig was right about you.
What? That I've gone around... Oh, I've gone around the bend. Well, after a night like this, wouldn't anybody go around the bend? I have lost faith. I have lost faith in the Oakdale Police Department. But am I upset? No, not a bit. Have I lost patience? No, not a bit. And all of you have been trying to drive me insane, but I haven't lost my mind.
Right.
What are they doing?
Bridget's giggling at Michelle, wasn't she? She was talking to Mommy.
Hi, my beauties. It's Mommy. Listen, you guys be good for Mary now, okay? And go to sleep. And when Mommy and Daddy get home, we're gonna give you big, fat kisses. Okay? Night-night.
You know, sometimes I'm thinking maybe we should go home and tuck it in person.
No. I'll be fine. We gotta keep trying, Jake.
We keep driving around trying this garage open on every garage in town. I mean, we've already been at this for hours and we haven't even scratched the surface. Besides, Gabriel probably has Matthew bound and tied in a barn somewhere.
This is our only chance, Jake. Gabriel Frank is not gonna talk unless somebody cuts him a deal, and that's not gonna happen, not when the cops think that Matthew left on his own. So we gotta keep trying. Maybe we'll get lucky.
I already did. You're wonderful, you know that? Maybe we should get going. Go home, because I know how much you miss tucking the babies in.
Babies are home safe with Mary. We might be Matthew's only chance. His life might depend on us, Jake.
Our son must leave the United States immediately. His life is in danger.
What are you saying?
I didn't want it to come out like this.
Why would Luke's life be in danger?
Because there are people who are trying to take over the Grimaldi Empire.
What does that have to do with Luke?
I told you I was planning to regain control of the company. Well, there are people, dangerous people, who would do anything to stop me.
No.
He's my only heir, Lily.
No, not my baby.
It
No.
was never my intention to involve Luciano. But before I realized that I had set things in motion that...
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that this is your fault?
Yes. Luciano could die because of me.
Once there was a little prince who was very fussy. Then his mom tried a warm bath with Johnson's bedtime bath. The scent of lavender filled the air, and the little prince settled down. Johnson's bedtime bath.
You're about to see a toothbrush do something rather unusual. The Colgate Navigator. It bends wide open, so its bristles gently adjust to your teeth for a thorough clean. The Colgate Navigator. Bent on cleaning better.
Pick it up, flip it up, pour it out, drink it up, Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate! Got a new face! Coffee Mate! Got a rich taste! Coffee Mate! In your favorite cup, Coffee Mate! Love it up!
Coffee Mate from Nestle.
You can't fool a migraine. If the stuff you're taking doesn't treat every part of it, you've still got a migraine. That's why I take Excedrin Migraine. I saw here that it's been approved by the FDA for all the symptoms of a migraine. Tylenol isn't. But if you want, give it a try. Me, I'm done fooling around.
Excedrin Migraine. Powerful relief.
You can catch 1, catch 2, catch 3 or 4. But with Huggies Supreme diapers, you could catch even more. Only Huggies have the leak lock system that pulls wetness away from baby's skin and locks it in place to help stop leaks. So for leakage protection, anytime, anywhere, choose Huggies Supreme, the ultimate in care.
Reach for the soap and water fresh clean feeling of Lever 2000 in a wipe. New Lever 2000 wipes, like nothing you or your 2000 parts have ever felt before.
The Heartburn Hotel. If you suffer persistent heartburn 2 days a week or more, despite diet change and treatment, it may be acid reflux disease. Prescription Prevacid can mean 24-hour relief from acid reflux disease. Prevacid turns off tiny pumps that produce acid. It has a low occurrence of side effects, such as diarrhea, abdominal pain, and nausea. Ask your doctor if Prevacid is right for you.
So leave your heartburn behind, yeah!
When a national park's views disappear, the story tonight on the CBS Evening News. Tonight on 60 Minutes 2, these FBI agents say their probe into the Oklahoma City bombing was bungled. What's that mean for McVeigh? Plenty. Tonight at 9, 8 Central.
I'm waiting
For what?
for you to tell me why Carly's bracelet was in our bedroom.
Carly came by earlier today. She must have left it then.
Really?
You surprised?
Well, I realized that Carly stayed here for a while, but I didn't realize that Carly was finding reasons to just drop in. Did you consider her a friend?
We went through some difficult times together. Not that we were always on the same side, but we forged a relationship.
I see. And is this relationship the reason she dropped by today?
Well, she dropped by to straighten some things out.
I should be a little more specific.
It's water under the bridge now.
Craig, is this relationship with Carly something I should worry about?
Look, I'm sorry, Buckaroo. I know your old man's not exactly a lot of laughs these days, huh? You take him home, huh? You're better off with you and Jack, anyway.
Ow! What is wrong with you?
I'm tired of all the wasted effort, Carly. Every time I try to fight for something, Craig Montgomery takes it away from me. I have lost Barbara. I have lost my job. Margot's turned against me. She's even gotten a promotion to boot. Not an ounce of sympathy. Look at that. Go home, Carly.
You can't do this. I know things seem pretty terrible right now, but you have to find some middle ground here. It can't just be a choice between blowing a gasket every 5 seconds and drowning yourself in buckets of beer.
Here you go.
Thank
No,
you.
but just take that back,
Wait a
please.
minute.
Hey, he ordered He's
I
changing his
ordered.
order. Just bring him 2 chili dogs and a pot of hot coffee, black coffee. Would you have a problem with that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, now when that food comes, Hal, eat it. Now give me your car keys.
I'm not gonna drink and drive.
Oh, good. I'm very proud of you. Hand them over.
This is great. Now, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get home?
Well, I guess you just sit there until someone comes along who can knock some common sense into you.
Grimaldi Shipping was at the height of its power when my father was alive, and it was part of Kingsley Malta. Since then, a gang of criminals has been running it to the ground. I had to do something.
What did you do?
I picked up where I left off. I renewed my contacts with the Justice Department. I wanted to make the company respectable again, Lily. Get rid of all the scum that Orlena had brought in.
What happened?
I thought the others were run scared when they heard I was coming back, but
What did they do?
you don't have to hear this.
What
Lily.
did they do?
They gave me a warning. This. Where are you going?
I have to get to Luke.
No, you're gonna
Just
hear it.
let
Luke is
go
fine.
of me. Please, just let me go. Please.
Listen to me. One of their people attacked me with a knife a month ago.
No. No, just stop
As I
it.
lay there bleeding, this thought told me. He
Stop,
told me
I don't
that.
wanna hear it.
Listen. He told me that if I didn't listen, it would do something worse to me or to someone I love. Now, as terrified as you are right now, that's what I've been living with every hour of every day. I had to come back. I have endangered Luciano, yes. And now I'm the only one who can save his life.
Always presents the facts of protection. We change position an average of 32 times a night. That's a lot of moving, which is why we need Always Overnight with more side protection. Always
Stinway's wings are double the length of other wings to help protect where others don't, even when we move. Double the wing sure beats half a wing. Always expect more protection.
I'm Father Time. Really. And I like things that last a really long time. 2,000 flushes cleans up to 4 months. Others sanitize for 7 weeks. That's why it's 2,000 flushes. For my throne, 2,000 flushes. We measure in months, not weeks.
It's allergy season again. Where should you turn for relief? Benadryl? Or the leading prescription? It may surprise you to know. Medical studies prove histamine-blocking Benadryl to be a full 54% more effective than the leading prescription. 54% more effective at relieving even your worst allergy symptoms like runny noses. It's a real eye-opener, isn't it? Benadryl, proven 54% more effective.
Operator, I'd like to make a collect call, please. First name Bob, last name is We Oughta Baby Eats a Boy.
Hello?
Collect call for Mr. Bob. We Oughta Baby Eats a Boy.
Sorry, wrong number.
Who's that, dear?
Bob, they had a baby. It's a boy.
Oh.
Don't cheat the phone company. Save money the legal way. Call Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
$34? $51? $45 last month for long distance? How much are you paying? You need Sprint 500 anytime. 500 state-to-state minutes to use any day, anytime for $25 a month. $25 a month is going to help a lot of people. Sprint 500 anytime. The smarter way to cut your long distance bill. Sign up now. Call 1-800-PIN-DROP.
Officer, we weren't speeding.
Some folks saw you driving slowly through the neighborhood. Thought you were casing the area. I can't explain this. As you can see, my name is Jake McKinnon. I'm the editor of the City Times. Yeah. Well, this is Molly Conlon, reporter at WOAK. Okay. Listen, we're actually out here researching a story. Well, I suggest you move along. Do your research some other time. Okay, maybe you can help us out. Have you, I'm sure you've seen one of these. Is there any way that you can figure out which garage door this opens? Maybe you can trace the serial number. There's no serial number on this thing. There's nothing. Look. Oh, it looks like an F. Look like an F to you? No? Company logo? Sorry. Sorry. But you didn't know who you were. I mean, what kind of cop does not watch the news?
You look more like a wrestling fan to me. Can I look at that for a second?
Oh, case in the neighborhood. Take a look at this. I mean, who cases in the neighborhood with stuffed animals?
Jake, you want to know what's really weird about this F on here?
What?
I've seen it before.
Where?
This F is the same as the F insignia on the gates at Fairwind Estates.
You know that.
Because Carly used to own it.
How? Never mind, I don't even want to know. Okay, who lives there now?
I'm not really sure anyone does, but Jake, maybe this gizmo opens up those gates.
You don't like Carly. Lisa doesn't like me. That doesn't stop you from being business partners and friends, a lot closer than Carly and I are.
Hal and I had been back together for about 2 seconds when she had to admit to Hal that Parker was his son. That made her a part of our lives, whether we liked it or not. That is no way to restart a marriage, believe me.
Hal and Carly have a baby. All she and I ever shared was an address.
She's a user.
Of what?
Of men. They're expendable to her. Hal, John, Jack, even Parker. She's dangerous, Craig. And I'd like you to have nothing to do with her.
I'm not a roommate anymore. But there's no reason to make her persona non grata. In fact, if she was the one who started the problems with you and Hal, I'm grateful.
Then be grateful from a distance. I'll tell you something. This defense of Carly Tenney is giving me a nauseous feeling of deja vu.
I'm not defending Carly here. I also don't believe in an ultimatum marriage to you, particularly over something so unimportant. Ah, that must be the champagne.
Don't worry, I'll make sure everything is locked up tight. All right, bye. Hey!
Hey, Rose. What are you doing here?
Just visiting my favorite niece and nephew?
Where's Lily?
You just missed Lily. Just missed her. That was her. She has some errands to run. That's all.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little late to be running errands.
Well. Uh-huh.
Rose?
Lily went to see Damien.
What for?
She had to talk to him about something.
Must be about Luke. Wish that guy would just go back to Malta and leave us all alone.
Oh, he's going back, all right, but he's not going alone.
What do you mean?
Don't get mad, all right? It's just, Lily went to see Damien because I told her about something that I found in Damien's hotel room.
What? What's something?
A Maltese passport with Luciano's name on it. Where are you going? What are you gonna do?
You don't want to know.
Do your enemies know where you are now?
Not yet.
And what are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You claim you love Luke, you want to protect Luke, and you lead these people right to my door? What is the matter with you?
Lily, they know who you are, where you live.
Why? Why didn't you tell us what was going on?
Would you have believed me?
How do I believe you now, Damien? You're so good at this. You are so good. You manipulate people. You manipulate situations.
You think I manipulated this car?
Maybe you did. Maybe you did. Maybe.
I'm not gonna let you turn this around, Lily. I'm not gonna let you get our son killed because you refuse to believe the truth.
I will protect Luke. Holden and I will protect Luke as we always have.
How? These people are shrewd. They will infiltrate your life. They can get Luciano at school, at a friend's house, at a soccer game.
Stop it!
He could be hurt or kidnapped before you and Holden can even know what happened.
Then go to them. You go and you talk to them and you tell them that you do not want anything to do with them and the company. Do whatever you want with the company, but Luke is all that matters.
Don't you think I've tried that? The bridge has been crossed, Lily. These people would not stop. They view every action, every inaction, as a threat. They keep watching me and stalking me until I make a phone call or have a conversation that they'll perceive as a threat and they will come after me or Luciano.
But you said it was just a warning.
They will leave me with nothing. No pride, no identity, no assets, even that I could live with. I would not let them take my son. That is why I need Luciano to be by my side, where I can protect him at all times.
Your side. Your side.
You must allow me to do this.
Allow you? Allow you? What about my choice, Damien? What about my choice? I'm supposed to let my son go miles away from me? That's my choice. Or I can leave him here with these people that are going to come after him and hurt him or kidnap him or worse.
It kills me that he has to be that way.
It's your fault. You did this. You are the... This is all your fault. You leave me with no choice. What am I gonna do?
The only thing you can. Let me take him.
Oh, I wish I'd never met you. Ow! I wish I'd never married you. I wish never. I wish you were not Luciano's father. I wish Holden was his father.
That meeting is going to start whether I get rid of this headache or not. So I took Advil liquid gels. Stronger and faster than extra strength Tylenol on tough pain. It's the only pain reliever with liquid inside. Advil liquid gels. Stronger and faster.
Heart health. In the news, on your mind. And now, Centrum Focused Formulas for Heart has been clinically proven to reduce homocysteine, an emerging risk factor for heart disease. Centrum Focused Formulas for Heart.
Once you pass 50, skincare's a whole new game.
L'Oreal introduces age-perfect anti-sagging and rehydrating treatment.
Because mature skin has issues all its own. It starts to sag, loses resiliency, and needs more moisture.
Age-perfect actually improves skin's resiliency, tightening its network as it deeply rehydrates. So effective, in only 2 weeks, 83% of women reported more resilient skin.
Today, this is what mature skin looks like.
New Age-perfect, only from L'Oreal Paris.
It's an innovation for mature skin.
A woman's body is about 70% water, yet it's natural to occasionally experience personal dryness. KY Liquid is water-based, non-sticky. It's from the #1 doctor-recommended brand, KY Liquid.
You soldiers ready for a banging, everybody?
Yes, sir!
How about and 1 and 2 and...
Still going. Long-lasting Energizer battery. Keep going and going and going.
These two women started scrubbing their bathtubs at the same time. The woman on the right used new scrubbing bubbles, the bathroom cleaner with deeper penetrating bubbles that cut through soap scum faster and easier than ever. The woman on the left is using Tilex. Be done with scum faster with new scrubbing bubbles. Now they work even harder, so you don't have to. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
It hit me when my wife got pregnant. Just knowing that my son was on the way inspired me to lose weight and get healthy. I tried all these different things and nothing was working. I thought I was doomed. Then I saw a Slim Fast commercial and I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. I lost over 50 pounds on the Slim Fast plan. I found a whole new reason for living. I'm real high energy now. I drink Slim Fast every day. The shakes really satisfy me. There's about a gazillion vitamins and minerals and healthy stuff. It's just great. It's a wonderful thing.
Slim Fast. Every day. Get healthy.
You really can do it.
The President of the United States.
This issue doesn't resonate.
The bigger they are, the harder they flub.
Now turn over, she'll powder your...
All new funny flubs and screw-ups. CBS Thursday.
The Producers is the biggest smash to ever hit Broadway with a record 15 Tony nominations. But will Mel Brooks, Nathan Lane, and Matthew Broderick deliver a knockout punch and take home a fistful of Tonys? Don't miss the Battle of Broadway's Best live at the Tony Awards, CBS Sunday.
Points mean one thing to a guy
Hey, Tim. Fine, thanks.
and another to girls.
No, my birthday was last Tuesday.
Now at Foodland and Sack and Save, points are something everyone can agree on with My Rewards. We've changed the Maikai program. You earn rewards faster. 250 Maikai points gets 5% off your next grocery purchase, or 250 Aloha Pass miles. Only at Foodland and Sack and Save with your Maikai card.
Pay no enrollment fee and get 6 months free. Call 1-800-204-2400. It's the way we make you feel.
I love sex.
On the next one, these teens dress like strippers. Act like criminals. You sleep with people, they give you money.
It's because I look good.
And have their mothers
You're a liar.
begging us for help.
That's my baby.
Now, we're not only changing their clothes, we're changing their attitude.
I didn't raise her to be this way.
Once and for all.
I'm not shedding no more tears for you.
On the next mark.
Today at 3 on KGMB 9.
Good afternoon, I'm Stephanie Lum. Councilman Duke Bainum announces his decision to run for mayor. Watch KGMB 9 News for the latest local news at 5 and 6 tonight.
CSI, Thursdays on CBS. It's all here.
was wrong to keep this from you for as long as I did. Yes. But you know in your heart that Luciano will be much safer in Malta. I've set up an underground network there where I can hide him for as long as is needed. I've already arranged for a safe house where no one will get near him.
Even his mother.
Luciano's a Grimaldi. This was always a possibility.
Damien! Open up!
Hey, what's wrong? What's happened? What have you done?
I thought you'd still be at the station getting the 3rd degree.
That's right. You would already know that my husband was hauled in for questioning because you were here earlier today, weren't you?
Well, Jack mentioned something to me about
Barbara
Craig
found
being
your
the...
bracelet. I told her you stopped by earlier to straighten out some old odds and ends.
Yep, odds and ends.
Get everything straightened out?
Pretty much.
Then why you back?
To see you.
You and I have nothing to talk about, Carly.
Right, well, most of the time you're right about that. But this time, Barbara, just listen to me, okay? Hal was supposed to take Parker for the rest of the week. And instead, he's sitting at Mabel's, tying more than one on. I was hoping that you could go and talk to him or something. He needs somebody to help him get his head on straight again.
I've been trying to talk to him for months to no avail.
Well, you do have 2 kids living with him, don't you? Maybe you ought to try again.
She's right. I need to go see him.
Well, I'll drive you.
No. The last thing that you need to do is cross paths with Hal. He's at Mabel's, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait, I have his keys, just in case you decide to bring him home. I'll walk out with you.
No. You stay here, because you two have something to discuss, don't you?
Barbara, hurry back. No?
So what was that coy little remark supposed to mean?
Cute trick, leaving your bracelet in my bedroom.
Oh. Did Babs get upset? Tell me, how does it feel to have somebody making things difficult with the person you care about? Or, in your case, with the person you're pretending to care about?
And how is this supposed to affect your relationship with Jack? Leaving your bracelet in my bedroom. Wouldn't this upset Jack?
Yeah, but who's gonna tell him? You? Me? Babs?
Yes, and given this, leaving your bracelet would only make an impression on my wife or me. You staking a claim?
Don't flatter yourself.
Why aren't you home with Jack?
Because Jack's working, and I came to see Barbara, not you. I didn't exactly arrange it so that Hal would be drinking himself into a stupor.
Ah, well, that's his problem. And yet, you and I find ourselves conveniently alone.
I thought you were in the pokey.
You'll be happy to hear I am completely exonerated.
Well, that's nice. Actually, that's very, very nice.
You want something.
Well, I was just thinking, since suddenly you have everything going your way, you can afford to be a little generous.
I'm always ready to be a little generous with you, Carl.
That would be nauseating if it weren't such a big fat lie. And I'm not talking about myself. I want you to be generous with Hal.
Lucinda, what's it gonna take to get you to leave? Bug spray?
Margot, darling, I have just had a telephone call on my cell from Jake McKinnon in his car. And he knows, he thinks, where Matthew can be found. And now that's something that the Oakdale police was not able to manage. Now, if he's going to bring him here if he finds him, and if he does come here, he will implicate Craig in these crimes in a way that even you cannot ignore.
Okay, all right. Normally, I would enjoy you goosing me, but in this case, there could be one of Gabriel's buddies around with a tire iron, all right?
Oh, my God. Matthew! Oh, Matthew, we are so happy to see you.
You are a hard man to find.
Oh, thank you. Bless you both. Oh, I thought I was a goner.
You gotta be kidding me. No way was Lucinda Walsh gonna let you die on her.
Neither are we.
You know, if it weren't for my wife's arthritis, she wouldn't be here today. She's always depended on extra-strength Bayer for arthritis pain. Nothing worked better.
When Mom had a heart attack, she knew to take original strength Bayer, like the doctor said.
Bayer not only took care of my mom's arthritis pain, aspirin actually helped save her life.
Knowing all that Bayer can do, why would anyone choose another pain reliever?
Bayer. Take it for pain, take it for life.
Eclipse gum. Now in polar ice, Eclipse kills the toughest taste for good.
Need fast-itch relief from insect bites and poison ivy? Trust the power of Cortisone 10 Plus with vitamins plus aloe. Among these, it's the only one with the medicine doctors recommend most. Try Cortisone 10 Plus. What are you itching for?
Let's talk germs, okay? This is new Dial Complete. It's no ordinary soap. It's antibacterial foaming hand wash. Dial Complete is 10 times more effective at killing germs than ordinary liquid soaps. Rinse is cleaner and it's milder. Huh? You got kids, pets, boyfriends? Then let's review. More germ-killing power, plus rinse is cleaner, plus milder, equals a complete clean of Dial Complete. Can your soap do that?
Aren't you glad you used Dial?
Doesn't your guy deserve a Norelco razor? This Father's Day, give him a Norelco, not an imitation. The Norelco Quadra Action.
Malox Quick Dissolve challenges Pepsid Complete. Who neutralizes more acid? Malox dissolves quicker. Malox has more mouth-watering flavors. Malox. 3 ways Malox Quick Dissolve beats Pepsid Complete. Agree or it's free.
Introducing new Kellogg's Special K Red Berry cereal. Crunchy sweet flakes, now with slices of real strawberries, right in the box. Looking good, never tasted so great. Kellogg's Special K Red Berries. It's new.
This JAG lawyer's at the top of his game. So what would make him quit?
Harm, you're not thinking about resigning your commission.
Find out. JAG, CBS tonight.
If you think daytime is hot, just wait until Wednesday night, because the hottest group of our time, the Backstreet Boys, are coming to CBS. You may not know us, but I bet you your daughters do. Join the band behind the scenes and on stage, performing their greatest hits. The Backstreet Boys, Larger Than Life, Wednesday. Only on CBS.
Damien feels that his enemies could hurt Luke. Or worse.
So, the entire time that you've been here, these so-called enemies have, been hiding behind trees, shrubs, bushes, and you never bothered to mention it.
I was trying not to alarm you.
Taking Luke out of the country on a Maltese passport isn't alarming?
We've been all through that.
Yeah, right. You have a lie for every occasion, and this is just one more.
You think I made this up? Where's the benefit, Holden?
I don't know, Damien. Maybe Luke's old enough for you now. Maybe you want to play daddy again. Maybe you figured we wouldn't give him over to you, so you came up with this load of bull.
This is absurd.
What's absurd is your story about corporate murderous enemies. We're not buying it. Luke has a mother. He has a father. He doesn't need you. Come on.
Thank you.
Matthew! Oh, Matthew! Oh dear. Is that really you? Are you all right?
He almost wasn't.
Oh.
Where was he? tied and gagged at the Fairwinds estate. No one even lives there, not even a caretaker. If we hadn't found the remote control for the gates...
Gabriel Frank left me there to die, and I thought it was all over. But then Mr. McKinnon and Miss Conlon found us both.
Right, Matthew. Okay, Matthew. Now that you're here, I want you to tell the new chief of detectives of the Oakdale Police everything that happened, the whole ugly story.
I am fully prepared to cooperate with the authorities.
Wonderful. Thank you, Matthew. Why don't we start by looking at a few mug shots here, all right? Just come on down. Do you recognize the man?
This is the man that held me prisoner, yes. But there's more to it than that.
Yes. Tell her how Mr. Craig was involved. He was involved too, wasn't he?
Mr. Montgomery? No, he had nothing to do with it.
Oh. There ought to be a law.
Against what? Ex-wives tracking you down? What do you think you're doing?
You know, if Carly thought I was that hard up that she pulled you in for backup. I wish I was there to see that.
You tried to destroy Craig. That didn't work, so now you're trying it on yourself?
Yeah, I heard that your husband got called in for questioning. How did that go?
There was nothing to hold him for, so he was free to go. Again.
Again. I guess the new chief of detectives is going to be kind to her brother. Surprise, surprise, surprise,
Hal.
surprise.
I heard about you getting fired.
Mm-hmm. I got fired. So I'm having a few drinks. Big deal.
You're not yourself.
Well, nobody seemed to be very happy with who I was, so I thought I'd be somebody different.
A drunk?
Just trying it on for size, Barbara.
Getting drunk is not going to help anything.
Want to make a bet? I haven't thought about how much I hate Craig Montgomery for at least 2.5 seconds.
Can't you let that go? Your anger and obsessiveness is what drove us apart in the beginning,
Is
Hal.
that what it was? Well, thank you for clarifying that. I've been racking my brain trying to figure that out. Thank you for the clarification.
Okay. Well, if you won't accept my advice, let me take you home. Come on.
There'll be a law. You should feel different. Your eyes should be a different color just to help a fella out, you know? It should be illegal for you to wear the same perfume and that shade of lipstick. Get out of here. Whatever Craig Montgomery does to you, for you, with you, I don't care. Get out of here.
Come on.
Get out. Give me another drink.
Yeah. Would you like some champagne?
No, thank you. Look, Hal has children to support, you know. It wouldn't kill you to call the commissioner and persuade him to give the guy his job back.
Why? So he can use his badge and start hounding me again?
Hounding you. You're the one who has used his situation to make Hal even crazier than he was before, and you won! You got his wife. You've got his wife's money. You could even sign for imported champagne without the waiter giving you the fisheye. Why can't you, at the very least, help the man get his job back?
Because I don't want to.
Oh, that's just swell. Really. Okay, well, I guess that settles it.
Oh, come on, Carly. Hal's not gonna die. He's gonna survive this little blow to his cop ego. Although, if you really want me to undertake this mission of mercy, perhaps I could be persuaded.
Oh. All right, so here we go. Ready for let's make a deal, right? Okay. What'll it take to persuade you?
Let's see. What can you give me? Have money, nice, sweet opportunities. Tell you what, I'll make all Hal's problems go away. Well, no, that would be impossible, but I tell you what, I will get his job back. If you admit you're attracted to me, as I am to you.
I'm sorry. Okay, let me get myself together, okay?
Take your time.
Okay. Okay. Craig. I am very attracted to you. I really am.
You know,
Sorry.
if the thought of profound sex fills you with gales of laughter, I think you've been with Jack a little bit too long.
Do you know you are really unbelievable? You talk about Hal's ego while yours is the approximate size of Montana.
It's not my ego. But if we had a few uninterrupted hours, I believe you and I could share some geography.
Okay, you just say that for the old ball and chain.
Leaving so soon?
I'm going to see my man.
All right, don't think of me.
When you have an ailment, different doctors might recommend different treatments. But for yeast infections, the #1 recommendation of doctors is specific. Monistat, the #1 doctor-recommended brand. Monistat.
Heat isn't always the enemy of moisture. Help lock in your hair's moisture with your hairdryer and the heat-activated moisturizers in new Thermosilk.
Toilet training has nothing to do with trains. My best advice is watch out for zippers, jeans, and overalls. This is the toilet. Flush! Don't fall in. You don't want that to happen. And this is the sink. Wash your hands and you're done.
The best advice is always be consistent. Switching back and forth to diapers can actually slow down potty training progress. So stick with pull-ups training pants all the time and you'll have a big kid in no time.
I'm a big kid now. You can do it. I know you can.
Do dogs know when they look good? Mighty Dogs do. Mighty Dog contains the perfect balance of nutrients, including essential omega oils for a healthy skin and coat. Make your dog a Mighty Dog from Friskies.
I don't have to vacuum to freshen my carpets. I've got a great partner. Carpet Fresh No Vacuum. Foaming on. Odors are gone. The carpet's freshened with no vacuuming. That's fresh. Carpet Fresh No Vacuum. Freshens without vacuuming.
Fish and chips, spray and wash. Rough and tumble, spray and wash. Spray and wash gets out what America gets into. Got tough stains? Get spray and wash. Spray and wash is better than shout at getting out greasy food stains like butter, hamburger grease, bacon, and more. Spray and wash, keeping America clean and spotless.
When I start each morning. When my kids need a playmate.
When I'm celebrating with family.
Prozac Weekly is here. Ask your doctor if it's right for you. You can learn more at ProzacWeekly.com or call free 866-WEEKLY-9. Talk to your doctor today to see if a free trial could be right for you. Prozac Weekly is here.
A secret society sells its children into marriage, but what's more shocking is that it may be legal.
The whole world lost its mind?
And a young girl kills her abuser.
I just wanted him to leave me alone.
But the only person who believes her must testify against her.
You cannot use me to make sure she gets the toughest sentence possible.
Judging Amy, CBS Tonight.
I've carried a secret ever since I came to this country. Thank you. During my wild youth in England, I was part of a burglary ring.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding, no, miss. It got a bit dicey, as I say. I was about to be arrested, so I fled to America.
That was what, about 20 years ago?
That was over 30 years ago. And I thought all of this was behind me. But Gabriel Frank found out about my past and threatened to alert the British authorities. So that's why I left your home, Ms. Walsh.
Matthew, that's it?
Well, it's refreshing to finally confess. I've been living with the specter of guilt for all these years. Will I be arrested or deported?
Matthew, my good man, have you never heard of the statute of limitations?
She's right, Matthew. As much as you would rather spend the night in the slammer as opposed to going home with Miss Congeniality here, you cannot be extradited for a crime such as burglary after all this time.
Oh, if I'd only known.
Well, if you'd only asked.
You know, Lucinda, I think you should take Matthew home so he can rest up.
Come on, Matthew. Now pull yourself together. Have you nothing to say about Mr. Craig? Can you not implicate him in some way?
I'm sorry. I never saw Mr. Montgomery.
Fine. Let's go home. Okay, come on. Do you know that because of your disappearance, a girl wormed her way into my house and was poisoning me?
No.
And because I'm going to dock your pay and your vacation days for every day that you were missing. Go ahead, Matthew. Go on.
Whatever.
Go ahead and get in the car. Margot, I'm not going to forget this evening. Craig is out to get me, I think. But over my dead body.
How'd it go?
Well, there was no getting through to Hal.
Oh.
Then I stopped by the house to see if the kids were okay.
And were they?
Oh, Will was fine. He let me tuck him into bed, but Jennifer still not talking to me.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, well, we'll get through it. I'm gonna go take a nice, long soak in a hot tub. Care to join me?
I'll bring the champagne.
I knew you would. Oh. You and Carly straighten everything out?
Well, I think she knows the score.
I knew she would.
She'll be back.
Hey, is everything all right? How was Damien? Was he in one piece after he left you like that?
Everything's fine. Kids okay?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they be? You sounded so worried on the phone. Is everything all right?
Well, it's true. Damien was planning on sneaking Luke out of the country.
I cannot believe that he thought he could get away with that.
Well, he won't. Damien is not going to go anywhere alone with Luke.
I guess we should explain to Luke somehow.
I just don't know what to say or how to say it to him. Watch out, kid. Your father wants to swipe you and take you to Malta.
We'll think of something. Rose, thank you for, giving us the heads up.
It's all right.
No, I mean it.
We're family. All right, I'm gonna head out. If you need anything, just yell.
Rose, wait, you really came through for me tonight.
It's like I said, we're
Family. Right. Good night.
Good night.
What are we gonna do about this, Holden?
Keep Damien away from Luke.
What are you saying is true about all the threats?
It's not true.
You didn't hear him. You didn't hear everything that he said to me.
You know just as well as I do that Damien would do anything to get what he wants.
It's just that everything is so good. Now.
I know. You're afraid that it won't last. But don't you worry. It will.
Hello? Lily? Is that you? Who's this? Yes. This is Damien Grimaldi, Suite 610. I just received a strange phone call. I left specific instructions that only certain calls were to be put through to my room. You must have gotten her name. Not an outside call. Well, then how? A house phone. Yes. Yes, I'm sure you're right. Probably the wrong number. Time is running short.
Fresh, crisp, green, and it cleans dishes brilliantly. New Palmolive Spring Sensations Fresh Green Apple Scent. Springtime, every time you do dishes.
Hey, pal, we got some chicken, some burgers, and our favorite, Johnsonville bratwurst. All right. Whoa, I see you got rid of the riffraff.
Johnsonville brats, the best taste on the grill.
Smart grill.
On December 7th, 1941, the eyes of the world were on Pearl Harbor. In 2001, Hollywood.com wants to send you to historic Hawaii. Log on to Hollywood.com to enter the Pearl Harbor sweepstakes. Register to win a 7-day trip or 2 to Hawaii to experience the islands of Aloha. Check out our inside guides to the summer's biggest movies. Hollywood.com's got the stars, the stories, and your interactive link to Pearl Harbor. Head to Hollywood.com for movie showtimes, entertainment news, and more. Bring Hollywood home at www.hollywood.com.
Ask your doctor about Nasonex with moisturizing glycerin, taken once a day for nasal allergy relief due to pollens, molds, dust, and pets. Day or night, sleep on it. Side effects were generally mild and included headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing. Nasonex, fewer sneezes, fewer worries.
New Dixie Rinse and Reuse is pretty amazing, but can it stand up to the heat of a microwave? What do you think? New Dixie Rinse and Reuse. Any tougher and they wouldn't be disposable. This is new Dixie Rinse and Reuse. These are some of its competitors. How do they hold up to heat and moisture? Well, you tell me. New Dixie Rinse and Reuse. Any tougher and they wouldn't be disposable.
Stay Free introduces a brand new Maxi that fights leaks to the core. The new Stay Free Maxi. The only Maxi with Stay Free's unique anti-leak core and 4-wall protection. Remarkable leak protection from Stay Free.
Only CSI, TV's highest-rated new drama, takes you to the crime scene. That's the beauty part. And shows you the evidence. Whoa.
Let's do it.
Could you solve the mystery?
I already know what happened.
Before the experts do?
We chase the lie till it leads to the truth.
Come along for the ride on CSI, CBS Thursday.
They're often mistaken.
Insurance adjusters, legality.